Visit your local Landmark Implement for details or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
This menu is a masterpiece.
This is the worst party ever.
Knock, knock. I brought chicken fingers.
Raising Cane's! The party is saved!
Peter? Mr. Billingsley.
Celebrate the holidays with Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Ready, set, Ford just announced 0% for 66 months with approved credit on all 2025 Ford F-150s at Zollner, Fort Beatrice. Save thousands in finance charges. If your current pickup loan's 4, 5, 6% or more, trade in today and receive 0% for up to 66 months on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 of your choice at Zollner, Fort Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings & Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings & Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Comfort food, but make it vegan. At Rutabagas, they're serving all your crave-worthy classics. Mac and cheese, loaded nachos, Philly cheesesteaks, all 100% plant-powered and 100% delicious. Catch them at their cozy spot at 70th and Vine, or find their food truck rolling through the streets of Lincoln. So whether you're vegan, veg-curious, or just hungry for comfort food with a twist, Rutabagas has a plate waiting for you. Find them on Instagram for their food truck location and specials. Rutabagas, where comfort meets compassion.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln, live on 93.7 The Ticket. Sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
It is 11:02 in Lincoln, downtown Lincoln. And 14 degrees. 1-4. 1-4. 1-4. Somebody forgot it.
Who's
too.
walking home?
No, and now it just changed. 11. It does this to me. Like it knows I'm looking, and it goes, "Oh, we're just playing.
We got to go lower.
We're just playing." It is going to drop. It is going to drop again. It's going to drop to 9 degrees.
That sounds about right.
8 o'clock in the morning, 9 degrees.
Mother Nature is awfully
showing off.
Very aggressive when winter hits. And then it'll give you some 40 days to recover, and then it's right back into
showing off. Showing off. And it's supposed to go. We're supposed to have negative degrees on Friday.
Awesome.
Thursday or Friday.
Awesome.
On the negative.
Cool.
Like we will be owed degrees. I asked this question yesterday before we get into the sports. I asked this question yesterday on social media. Harrison, how high can you throw if you're just walking and you decide to slip? How high? And you're carrying coffee. How high does the coffee go?
Oh, that is
right.
We're going like at least like 40 feet. We're launching that
I was
thing.
pretty sure. So I was walking in front of the hotel.
Like if it's a full, like my foot caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going way up. In the air.
Like we had the conversation with Nicole and Jeff yesterday that if you're walking on black ice, you're supposed to walk like a penguin. Except for most of us as humans, we think we're way too dignified to walk like a penguin, not understanding that the penguins walk that way for a reason, right? Because otherwise they would do what we do.
Will slide.
Right. And so black ice, feet overhead.
Oh no, you found the first black ice already?
Feet overhead. And I mean to tell you so the two things, I don't know which is worse. One, the moment you start to realize that you're slipping.
It depends because you can still come out of it.
Right.
There might be a chance.
But when the second foot lands and you don't have control, that moment, everybody should just be able to hit a button and on their phone and just pause. This is how I got here.
That's the moment where you naturally just brace.
Yeah, let's see how this ends.
You're just
right. And thank goodness. So I had a skull cap on and I had a hoodie, and I had the hoodie pulled over the skull cap. Oh God. Thank you, Jesus.
Way too early in winter for you to go down already.
Full concussed if it's just because you can try it.
Oh, it's ice too.
Right. And you try and I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So my bounce back isn't what it used to be. And it's certainly I can't adjust as quickly as I thought. Like I don't have the core strength that I once had, right? To be able to balance and kind of, so I think I reinvented a sport, black ice breakdancing. Because that's kind of what it looked like. Like I was popping and locking. Yeah.
What's the longest I've probably been was like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You're just straight running in place.
Oh, and there's a slight downhill going into the Haymarket. So
there's no win. You're just like,
no.
How long can I keep up this battle?
No. And I know that somebody on the second floor of the hotel, they were just minding their business, right? Window open. And they see coffee. They just see coffee.
Oh, what is that? It's a good blend today. What is that? Christmas blend?
Yeah.
You guys are a little bit nutmeg.
So then the question was whether the third floor saw it. Because I'm positive the second floor did.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of certain that the third floor did. And then to get up. Right? To get up. And I did.
You have to crawl to the side where there's no more ice.
Thank goodness for wrestling, because you learn how to take the fall.
Yeah.
Right? Right. Get flat. Okay. Right. Get flat. Like learn how to take the bump. Right. Flat. But then in realizing you get up. So then it's the choice of whether you're going to get to your knees to get up or whether you're going to try to be athletic and get up.
Or all fours. That's
Harrison, I went straight to the wall. I went straight to the building. I had enough. I had enough. I had conceded that I didn't care anymore. I assumed that people in the hotel were laughing. Don't know.
They were not laughing, and then they saw you get up, and then they
cars were like there were cars, right?
What's worse, the falling off your bike in front of traffic or falling on ice in front of traffic?
No, the bike is whatever, right? Because there's some circumstances.
Really, that's more embarrassing because it's like you have control, man.
No,
ice will.
No, I had a moment when I was young. I was an avid bike rider. Me and my friends were avid bike riders. We would ride 10, 15, 20 miles in each direction every day. But coming around the corner to my house, I lived on the corner, there was a big corner and a big street that led down the hill towards the school to church. But it had a slight elevation to it. Before, like as you rounded the corner, it would go uphill a little bit and then it would
drop,
get flat, and then it would go down.
Okay.
But at one moment we were goofing around and I was trying to get my pedal into pump, right? Because you're going uphill, and my foot slipped off the pedal. And that pedal got the back of my leg.
Ugh.
which would have been the worst thing, except it got the back of my leg as my foot slipped off the pedal. So it hit the pedal, slipped off the pedal hits the back of the leg, and the bike flips with me on it.
Oh my!
Except for it goes sideways, and I slide uphill on my shoulder. Like, I still think I have a patch from where I was recovering from that for a bit.
I mean, it could have been worse if you were sliding downhill. God knows how long you'd be tumbling.
I have had some terrible injuries. I had a football injury. You know how you play football on the street?
Yeah.
Me and my cousins every Saturday, Sunday when they would come visit, we would play football on the street. And there would be
and it's
cars.
no tackle, but
There
of
would be
course it
cars.
ends up being a little more physical than it should be.
No, this was two-hand touch. We were family. We liked each other. But if you ever went long and a car was somewhere that it had no business being, well, my cousin threw me open. And I had a belief, if you threw it to me, I need to catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Except for somebody had parked a truck there. And Harrison,
legally,
I ate that truck. I ate that. When I tell you I ate that truck, I ate that truck. I woke up at home.
Oh my Lord!
I woke up at home.
When you say not supposed to be parked there, I imagine a guy in his truck who just parked in front of his house.
Parked in front of no. It wasn't his. It wasn't his house. It was one of his relatives on the weekend who it wasn't there.
You're not used to it not being there.
And you're just used to it not being there. You kind of know because the third car is the touchdown, right?
Yeah.
It's the goal line.
Yeah.
You kind of know which house, how far you have to go. I think it was 5 houses, right? Because we imagine 20 yards.
I
per
miss
house.
those youth measurements.
Right? Oh yeah, 100%. Right? You know,
Just well
that
understood. 5 houses.
the sidewalk was the sideline, which created some moments because those sidewalks were elevated. So sometimes the toe tap got a little grisly, on the sideline, and it was there. There was another one where we were playing, except we were playing on my street. We're playing on my street. So before we played on my grandmother's street. On my street, we played a little bit more because the parents were actually kind. There were a bunch of athletes on the street, and they would just park the cars in the driveways. They wouldn't park out front.
Oh, so you got the whole road.
So we'd have the road, and the only time you would stop is if a car that didn't know was coming through or whatever. And there was an older guy by the name of Greg Clark, and Greg was very athletic, good dude. We had some older guys who would quarterback and that sort of thing, but Greg liked to play, and so. Again, I was a receiver. Even then, I was fast, and I get deep. And this is a game winner. This is a game winner. And I got. There's nothing better than a younger guy getting an older guy. Like, the quarterback hung it a little bit, and I have to go up, kind of Lynn Swan, get it. Like I need to go get it, and I go up to get it, and I catch it, and I mean, I come down, but I feel something. I feel the friction, right? And I'm just standing there with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed this red stuff pouring.
You bang your head on something?
On his mouth. His teeth landed in the base of my skull.
Oh my God.
And it was
that makes me something with teeth in the skull.
And it's gushing, but I'm looking at him because his face is exploding.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the blood is him or me, right? Because I'm looking at him like, except for everybody's screaming. And Harrison, in a full sprint, I take off because I'm running home. And my mom's there immediately to the emergency room. They put a towel on it, emergency room. It wasn't until for another 45 minutes the on-duty surgeon goes, "Oh, well, that was interesting." He goes, "What?" He goes, he pulls the
tooth out.
Tooth.
Oh, gross. What was the mass panic from all the kids around?
Blood, because his lips are swollen beyond.
But like all the other kids in the neighborhood like freak out and just run home.
Oh yeah, everybody bailed.
Yeah, kids are
everybody bailed. Oh no, there's no loyalty.
I'll never forget my brothers. I was a wee young lad. I don't even remember how old I was. We were at my grandma's. You know the jungle gyms where you got like the bouncy bridge?
Yes, sir.
Going across that, hit my scar's barely noticeable, but I hit my top of my head right on the corner of that, split it open.
Yeah.
You could see my skull.
Yeah.
I'm looking down, just blood down my shirt. I look at my 3 wise older brothers.
Yep.
All scream, point at me. They all just run to grandma's to leave me at the park.
Yep. No, those are the ones that, like, I've had injury.
Shout out, brothers. Love you guys.
Right.
Good effort.
Right. That we would do this thing. My first concussion, I was 6 years old, and I didn't even know what a concussion was.
Yeah. Do you remember it at 6?
I remember it. I remember it because the fun behind it. So it's summertime. And 3 levels to the house, and you have 8 kids in the house. So most of the kids are trying to invent ways to have fun.
Yep.
So we created these races, these indoor races, where somebody would jump in the towel, in a blanket, and you would pull the blanket from the other end down the stairs, around the corner, right? So once you got to the stairs, you got a sharp right turn from the front door.
Sounding safe so far.
Through the furniture, right? You move the table, large screen, the whole TV, the floor console TV. Got to get past the dining room furniture, through the kitchen, past the stove and the refrigerator, down the basement stairs. Oh, Harrison, I don't know who thought this was a good idea. I don't know. I was the young one. So
you signed off. You're just like me.
This is the coolest thing ever. I have the coolest siblings ever. And until you eat one, I totally ate the stove. Like, boom, ate it. Never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. And then but the best part was the explanation from the siblings to mom, like, what happened, and it really required the explanation that I just gave. And
did they just try to throw you under the bus though?
Oh no, there was no way, because I was inside the blanket. Like, you had to show the blanket had blood on it, so it could.
Yeah, I guess can't.
It's not like they could really tell the lie behind it, but it was also the explanation to mom. Okay, whose idea was this? And not one of you thought this was a bad idea. Not one of my children was smart enough to go, that's a really bad idea. Nope, not what we're doing. Not what we're doing. So, there are those moments and those things. And I also told the story of, so my mom would not come watch me play ball in high school.
Too nervous, or?
Yeah, because whenever she came to watch one of her kids play, they got hurt.
Ooh.
My brother broke his collarbone playing football. So she's like, okay, I'm never doing that again. Sister pulled a hamstring. Another one twisted her ankle. Mine was as a basketball player. We're playing, and she had not seen me play. She comes, I steal a ball. I'm having a great game. I mean, a great game for me. I mean, I had 14 points in the first half, mainly off of steals.
I mean, you're on track for 28. That's a good game for anybody.
Yeah, like, I'm balling.
Yeah.
But there's a play right before the half, and I get the steal, like, pass across, never crossed my face. I bat it away. Steal it from a guy. I go in and lay it up, and the official's blowing the whistle. He's blowing the whistle. And I'm like, oh, yeah, they call timeout because we got him on a run, except for my teammate, Mickey Higdon. God bless Mickey. Mickey goes, dude. And he's just pointing. And I'm like, what? And he goes, your hand. And I look, and this pinky is.
Are you dislocated it?
Oh, bro. Because I rubbed it off on the guy that I was stealing the ball from. And it's gone full.
So did you have someone who just popped it back in, or did you have to go to the hospital?
The trainer is like, nope, not
I wouldn't touch that either.
Nope, not happening. Go to the emergency room. The on duty to the on-staff surgeon, Harrison, he walks in and he goes, oh, this will be special. And he goes, hope you don't mind. I'm going to bring some students in.
Oh, great.
He goes,
I'll wait patiently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I need to show some people this. And he did the dirtiest thing ever, because he's like, okay, it's going to require surgery, but in order to give you some peace now, we need to hyperextend it so that it's not pointing
right
at your neighbor. And he goes, okay, so and this is back 1978. And so it's not complicated. He gives me a towel and he says, here, bite on this. Just bite on this. And there's 8 students, medical students in the room. And he goes, okay, on the count of 3, we're going to do this. And he goes, 1, 2.
Yeah, I knew it. No doctors. If someone says I'm going on 3 and you're in a doctor's office, they're going on 2.
You evil bastard.
Yeah.
You evil bastard.
You learn that one at a certain age. You get like a few doctors in a row that do that. Like, you guys keep telling me it's on 3. You keep doing it on 2 or 1.
No. And so I still, the surgery for it, so I found out another thing about myself is that chemically, you know how I am about alcohol, that chemically my body processes alcohol more quickly than most humans. Well, apparently the same is true for anesthesia.
That's not fun.
Oh, bro. So in the middle of surgery, so they've got to fix this via surgery. Well, they give me the block and I'm there, but I wake up during the surgery. And I'm like,
are you still half loopy at least?
Well,
I'd imagine, right? A little bit.
Well, here's the thing though. I wake up and I'm going, oh, hey doc, how you doing? When'd you get here? That's pretty cool. Oh, look, they're doing surgery on somebody's hand. That is amazing. And it's on a board, like elevated, and they've got it pinned to it. And I'm just like, that is amazing. Look at that. That is cool. And they're like, hit him again. So we learned that was really a thing. And it happened when I had my spinal surgery. Same thing.
You just tell people to like, hey, double dose.
Give me.
Yeah.
It really is a thing.
That's like my biggest nightmare.
Oh,
I haven't had to go under for anything yet, but
no, for the knee I went under. For the bicep, very same thing. Becky, I need to get the video from Becky. They took a video of when I twice tore the bicep. They took a video because he said I'm going to do this. So they open you up and he's got it pulled out.
Oh, you have the thing shredded to
right,
bits.
It's shredded to bits, and she has pictures and video of it.
Oh, Rebecca's that kind of person?
Well, they sent it to her.
Oh, they sent it to her.
And her thing is, well,
I thought Rebecca was like, let me.
No,
I was like, that's crazy.
No, but this is her way of reminding me, hey, if you decide to go out and pitch,
this is what your arm
batting
might look
practice, like. You don't want to go through this again. You don't want to go through this again. And I needed that because even with I had the robotics, so I was in the full robotics, and I'm out coaching football and basketball, and then you're like, look, listen, moron. So I'm not that smart. Like, I'm just not that smart. So there's plenty. There's plenty. Of course, we went down the rabbit hole, and then
we got someone watching from the Philippines.
Attaboy.
Go Big Red.
Well done. Go
RS
Big Red.
A7.
Yeah. All right, RS. Well done. I want to talk about the Lane Kiffin thing in a different sense. Because and people have blamed on LSU, on Ole Miss, on the calendar. This is so not about the calendar.
I blame the kids.
Yeah.
I've seen some people
like
blame, just crazy.
Just blame the kids. Yeah. Here's the thing. If you came to my house to recruit my son, a part of that agreement, one, you came to my house and you asked for my child, and you said you send your child to Starkville or Baton Rouge or Lincoln or whatever it is. You commit. You commit. You're able to do so because you're under contract. You're under contract for X period of time, and you're recruiting for next year.
Mm-hmm.
So you've sent out emails and texts and visit and flown all over the country to get people to commit to your program with the idea that you're going to be there and you're going to lead the program. So above everything else, commit. You're going to ultimately disrespect every other program of that level in the country who are also recruiting you. And you're at some point you're going to do the hat thing, right? You're going to do the announcement day. Hey, I'm taking my talents to Ole Miss. and all the parents will co-sign, and they will sign the letter of intent, which is a binding contract. That's why you have to sign the letter of intent.
Mm-hmm.
And then for all those resources that are set aside, and you're choosing those over the others, and then NIL deals are put in place, right, for a lot of those players. The same being said for the players who are currently under contract with you at Ole Miss. Those are players who are in their freshman, sophomore, junior year that are going to return.
Mm-hmm. That have classes on top of everything else.
Classes on top of it. They have
The
finances
student
attached
part
to
gets
you.
forgotten
Right.
time.
All of these things, they have relationships that are built on this thing. And then while all of that is going on, you are then calling other member institutions to inquire about their position and how much money you can make off of it. You're not a good person. I know people would like to believe that it's coaches and that you can just, you know what, for an additional $5 million a year, wouldn't you do that? No. And Harrison, you know me well enough. You know that there are people who make offers to me on a regular basis.
I don't have nowhere near that. I wouldn't do something like that now. What a scummy thing to do.
It's a terrible thing.
And I don't care what you say. Like, it's fine if you want to root for him, root for him. I'm not going to hope that he just has a miserable life, but I can say what he did there, scummy.
You were under contract, and then you went, and listen, I've said all along, we've had former employees who, while they were working here, were seeking jobs elsewhere.
I'm not telling you.
And not like
that's one thing to have that conversation, being like, "Hey, listen, at least you're on the same page." But to do it under the radar is even worse.
But here's the thing: it's not like I can do that and then say, "Harrison, we're fine. I'm not going to go to Utah and buy a station and just leave this to whatever happens."
Right.
Because the type of leader that I am, I have to get you to commit to this thing at the same level. Like, I cannot say that I'm not here fighting for you. What about all the hundreds of sponsors who buy into this idea of the ticket, but all the while I got my eyes at the next prettiest thing? I don't know. You're under contract, the same agreement that you would have with your significant other, and all the while you're still finding another avenue and resource to get out, an exit plan.
And you're telling your kids all about this new woman.
Hey,
you
mom
found.
and dad, yeah, right.
This old mom sucks.
Yeah,
If you want to go with the analogy extremes, but like that's how. Obviously, it's not to that degree, but it's messed up if you just break it down piece by piece.
If an actress or a musician called me today and says, "Okay, so whatever you're making at the station, I will multiply it by 5 if you're willing to drop it and come here and do this." No. I'm going to tell you not to do it. I'm going to tell you not to offer it. I'm going to tell you that's not in play.
Mm-hmm.
How simple is that?
Easy.
How simple is that to be of your word, especially when you've been preaching to the young people? And you're the professional and they're young people. And I keep saying this to people when it comes to Nebraska, when it comes to Creighton, when it comes to college sports, pro sports, or whatever it is. The young people will mimic and mirror the behavior of the adults.
Well, that's concerning because right now,
where do you
it
think?
is not
Where do you
good
think?
behavior.
Where do you think it comes from? Right. That
No,
all
that's
the while
adults.
that there are kids that you sold. You make decisions, and you have to be beholden to those decisions, and then you have to make it work. And it's too free and too easy to just be dismissive and say, "You know what? I'm going to fire you." This is how loyal I am. I've never fired anybody here.
Yeah, you haven't.
I've never fired anybody here who showed up and said, "You know what? I want to work here." I've never done it. That's not what we're here for. I'm just not wired that way. Right? At some point, I think.
But people quit on you because you have a standard.
Well,
and it's a fair standard. Like, I'm still here. Like, guys, promise me. It's really not hard, but, each their own.
I understand, but they tell you that people without standard don't want to be around people with standards. And the people without standard love being around other people without standard. Yeah. Snakes love being around snakes, bro.
No judgment.
Right? And we know.
Do whatever you can.
Oh, my goodness.
To get greedy. Who cares? As long as it's yours, you win.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's a gross way to win.
So when we say the things that, which is why I'm not on the team that, you need to fire coaches no, if you're under agreement, if you're under contract, honor the contract, because if you had done your work before, you should know whether this person can do the job or not.
Well, that's what makes me mad, though, is with these contracts, you get so big, and it's like, there's always some university willing to take on, we'll pay millions of dollars, we'll call all their boosters, and it's like, my Lord, how much money are we just going to keep throwing away? Like, if you're LSU as well,
think about that.
They're all guilty.
$140 million for coaches to go away and not coach for a state that does not put money into education.
Nope.
Or meals or food or insurance.
Roads.
Like
literally anything basic services.
But you will literally waste $150 million.
All because you want to feel like you have a say in how that football program runs. It is a weird thing.
Isn't it weird?
To me, it's one of the...
just weird. It's just weird to me.
I love college football. That is the one thing that always kind of grosses me out. When I look at the talk of money, we don't have money. As soon as someone decides, I don't like this person, 10, 15, 20, $50 million comes out of nowhere.
Shows up.
And it's like, oh, great. We're having a charity drive last week, but I guess that wasn't on the priority board.
We're having a yard sale.
You couldn't even donate $100.
We're having a yard sale. We're going to sell all the Husker stuff in the basement. We're going to raise tuition rates. We're going to charge you $15 for a beer.
Tuition, room, and board.
Hey,
you're a freshman.
Hey,
you're a freshman.
Hey,
you don't want a room and board.
Hey, man.
Well, you can't come here. You have to be inside the doors.
All with the ability to simply to understand that people don't know that it wasn't always that way.
Mm-hmm.
That to tell you that tuition, when I was going into college, that in-state tuition, I want to say was $600 a semester.
That's insane.
I seriously, I think
we have a group
I
of
think my
people.
student loan for the first year, for the 1 year that I was not under scholarship, I want to say it was $2,600.
And then there's people like you, and then there's other people in your age group that put an entire generation in incredible debt, does not care because they're profiting off it.
Well, this is the group. Like, well, here's the thing. Those people have conveniently forgotten what it was.
They don't care. They're making their money.
I want to say it was like $300 a semester.
It's significantly less. You can go look at the charts. It
was such a ridiculous amount. And now it's crazy.
So it's like you got the, and I'm not scared to fix all the issues, but you end up with the government being able to back them so they can just say tuition's X, whatever.
Nobody wants to get it right
loan.
because they're all making money on it.
Exactly.
Like, that's how simple it is.
And I feel bad because, like, a lot of parents, they did go to college and they got a fair degree. So they tell all their kids, like, this is the way to do it.
But your house costs $18,000.
Well, I think, like, the parents. I think
your house,
things changed so much that I don't think it got too late before I think people realized how insane
I believe my mom paid $7,500 for our house.
What do you think the average age for a home buyer today is?
It has to go up because people aren't buying homes anymore.
40.
Yeah. They're not buying homes.
Isn't that depressing? Because everyone's just renting all their money.
But you're doing, and that's being sold as a pride thing.
Yeah.
But you're not helping.
Nope.
You're not helping. You're not bringing the median back. You're not bringing the envelope back. You're just enabling rich people to continually get richer.
Yep.
You're not changing anything.
But how are they going to move somewhere else? They can't. They're stuck. They got to have a place to live, but they can't afford a house with the interest rate.
And you're gonna have roommates until you're 45 years old.
Yep. And then you look at your student loan debt that everyone told you was a good idea.
Still paying it. And go get
strong.
Go get that master's degree. Stay in there longer. Stay in there longer. we don't ever want to leave. I don't want to grow. I don't want to be a grown up. Like, it's crazy. We'll get a little further into this thing when we come back to late night.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at coppellcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney location. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town. MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
The 2026 Love Nebraska schedule is here. Season 2 features 10 opportunities to catch your home team in Nebraska, with 9 at Baxter Arena and 1 at the Heartland Events Center in Grand Island. More matches means more chances to see your favorite pro volleyball athletes, like Lexi Rodriguez and Jordan Larson. Check out the full schedule by visiting lovneb.com/schedule.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Diode Tech is ready to make it a reality. From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diode Tech online at diodetech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Harrison Arens, let me ask you to Google what the state tuition is for the state of Nebraska current.
Want to talk about?
Yeah.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, because we had the numbers that
probably too high.
With the comedian, with that the guy that was running for president a couple of terms ago. The price is too damn high.
Okay, so the estimated for undergraduate, so it's going to be about $30,000.
30,000.
And if you're a actual Nebraska resident, it should be closer around 11,000.
So $11,000.
But then you have to add in housing and food. If you're a freshman, you have to dorm.
You have to be the
They will not let
Right.
you. They won't even let you decide what to eat. You
Yeah.
have to eat their meal plan. They
Yeah.
charge you for it.
Yeah, that was
$14,000 more than the actual tuition.
So 25,000
Yep.
in state.
Books and supplies 1,128.
26,000.
Lucky.
27.
And then personal expenses. I
Yeah.
won't go into that because
Yeah.
that's different for everybody.
Yeah.
But the housing and food to me is always the biggest. That's why
Those are the ones.
I went to the SEC for 2 years.
Those are the ones. That's what people. As a coach, I used to often kind of recommend people to go to community colleges for you.
I just didn't have the money for.
Well, just to store money,
$12,000
store
just to
money,
eat.
learn how to be a student in college classes along the way. So for that $25,000 in 1979, when I was applying for colleges, had I lived in the great city of Lincoln, Nebraska, it would have cost me $17 per credit hour to go to college, which would be approximately $700 a year.
Yeah,
$700 a year.
people say that right now the current generation has the least buying power in history, and it seems like not true. But then you look at the major items expenses, and it makes sense.
This is crazy.
Oh, it's depressing.
This is crazy.
It's depressing what a group of people has done.
Find
I'll
out
say that much.
what the average. So there were 1,300 homes in Lincoln. Find out what the average cost of a house in Lincoln currently is.
Currently, do you want to take a guess? 300,000.
300,000. In 1979, it was 55,000. 55,000, and the mortgage averaged out at $388 a month. $380 a month mortgage.
Well, I'm sure the interest loans are just crazy different now too.
14% then.
14% was what it was then.
No, 9.9%. 9%. It was a fixed year, a 30-year fixed mortgage. 9%.
Okay, you can get rates around 6.32% for a 30-year fixed loan.
Mm-hmm. For $350,000.
Yeah.
Rather than the $55,000.
Just lean over the barrel already, I guess.
To say what it is that
well, everybody knows it. And that's the part that's annoying.
Well, it's
it's an obvious truth.
And what it's done, and beholden to what folks are trying to do with athletics, the value of the scholarship has gone up.
Mm-hmm.
The perks of the scholarship have gone up. Now there is a greater advantage to being a student athlete than ever before.
100%.
But it's also a greater advantage that Dr. Tom Osborne was not making that kind of money back then.
No, he intentionally took a little bit of money because he felt like there was other people that were more deserving because he was just coaching football, and that's not exact words. But he would even give his salary, his bonus to his assistant coaches because he knew he wasn't making as much as just about everybody else. So his assistants were making even less. So he'd give his bonus to them.
1983. What do you think he was making?
100,000.
58,000.
I'm right up to Osborne numbers. I'm getting there.
Isn't that bananas? And that's just
that should tell you how far we've gone and how
much
it's
Kiffin
way too fast.
13 million a year. And people keep saying we keep waiting for somebody to get control over it. But the rich, greedy people are in control. That's why it's not gonna get right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna get right. And the fans are so programmed, they would have to deprogram themselves from going to events and supporting it with the fanaticism that they do. That's the only power that they have is to stop going. And they're not going to do that. And we're not employing them to do that, but I'm simply pointing out that it's it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Why? Because as long as better. Why? Because as long as people are making money off of it, they're gonna keep doing it.
100%.
They're gonna keep doing it.
That's been the way of life since the earth started spinning.
And it's gonna go up. And it's just these coaches who do not have and the buyout clauses. That's the other part.
It's ridiculous.
Listen, I'm gonna reiterate again that if you want to stop some of this, one, if you are under contract, you cannot be tampered with or offer your services.
That seems totally fair considering you are under contract. And if you violate that, say goodbye to a big chunk of your money for violating the contract.
The universities could make that agreement themselves
easily. But why don't they?
Well, union. Because then you're gonna have to actually pay unions and deal with that sort of stuff.
Just go around. Everyone got their cut. Everyone good. That's what drives me nuts, DP. It's like a circle of here's your cut, here's your cut, here's your cut, here's your cut. The students, they'll pay. They'll pay. Don't worry.
We'll give you a pair of shoes.
They don't need a cut.
We'll give you a pair of Adidas.
They're clearly the most wealthy. They are clearly the most wealthy. So we will take their cut and we'll divvy it up between ourselves.
You know what's going to happen next week? Bowl games. If Nebraska goes to the Music City Bowl, the program gets $6 million.
How much does that go into the
Sir, I do not know, but I guarantee you it'll
You guys get a PS5 for the whole team. Put it in the locker. Just one.
You get a swag bag. You get a swag bag.
There's a tin aluminum water bottle.
You'll get
some nice stuff. Don't get me wrong.
No, you'll get some goodies in there. Yeah. But I mean, and that none of that comes from the $6 million, mind you. Nothing in the swag bag those come from sponsors. They will put together 200 bags for each team, 250 bags for each team. Because Nebraska's traveling party will be 250 people. All on the university's dime. It's gotten crazy. It's gotten crazy up in here.
A lot of fun.
I just think there's a simpler way to do this. And for an athlete, if you said, listen, if I'm going to sign the letter of intent, one, because the player could be cut by the program, right? Or they could flunk out. But my thing, if you flunk out, that's on you.
I think that's fair, though.
Right? If you flunk out, okay. Because you're going to take a step down because you have to reestablish your grade.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have to take a step down, and it used to be the year that you would sit out. But if you're going to transfer and you sit out, for a lot of players, that's not a disadvantage because it gives you a year to mature. It gives you a year to now, that's if you're really about doing well. A lot of what used to happen was those people taking the year off would float into the abyss.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever your flaw was at the university you were at, you took with you wherever you went.
And double down out of college.
Double down went well. Didn't go well. But for those where the work, if you went to junior college where you actually went to work, and then you're Terrell Farley, and you end up from a strong junior college, the University of Nebraska. Well, but you still have to fix some things, and you still have to maintain some things. And if you said to these Huskers, if you're in good standing, you stay. If you're not in good standing, you can go. If you want to go while in good standing, you sit out a year. And then you can go and do whatever you need to do. Now, then you get into, storage fees and, I'm going to pay you to sit out a year, right? I'm going to pay you to sit out a year because I think you'll be of value to me, right? But also know that Kansas pays off a Nebraska kid to sit out a year. But all the while, he's built up his body. He's taken a 10th off his floor time. And here comes Alabama. Here comes Alabama. And if you're not under agreement, it's an open door. But if you're under agreement, the cycle continues. And it just requires that adults get together and do the right thing, right? We'll see. We will see, Harrison. We will see. Let's go to break.
I think people will do the right thing.
Oh, not ever. Never.
Don't go anywhere.
Yep.
Late night in Lincoln.
Looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through November at Landmark Implement, choose from a 12-month waiver on model year 2023 through 2025 John Deere 6 through 9 series tractors, sprayers, and combines, or lock in at 2.9 fixed rate for 36 months, followed by 6.35% for another 36 months. As you're planning ahead for next year's crop, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your local Landmark Implement for details or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf. MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hey, Lincoln and the surrounding area. Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Rune Wind Healing Arts is now open at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G and ready to help you improve your general health. If you're experiencing pain, headaches, or any other issues, give Yin and Yang Acupuncture a call today at 402-480-1014 to schedule your appointment. For those struggling with deep tissue pain or just need an experienced massage therapist to melt the stress away, call Rune Wind Healing Arts at 402-601-9721 and schedule your appointment now. Visit Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Rune Wind Healing Arts today in Lincoln at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
From the chant of Husker Power to Allo Fiber powering your home and Husker Nation, Allo is the teammate you can trust. Whether you're streaming at home with Allo Internet, watching on the go with DirecTV through Allo, or checking stats and scores on Allo Mobile, Allo keeps you in the game. Bench the other guys and team up with the official internet, TV, and mobile partner of the Huskers. Go Gig Red. Visit allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Yeah, distractions all over the place. We appreciate y'all hanging out. I
wonder if that person's from the Philippines. I was listening because I don't know if they just heard all this college lingo and it's like, man, I don't know what's going on. You guys, that seems like a third, like a corrupt area.
Yeah, it's interesting times, man. Just to watch what has gone on.
What do you got to wrap up?
The Giants didn't look good tonight.
What was going on with Jackson Dart? I heard a lot of people saying he did not look good.
Well, he has to learn that this is not college.
Caleb Williams
and that
unnecessary hits.
Yeah, you're just not taking hits for the sake of this thing. I mean, it's RG3.
The thing was, Daboll was like calling a lot of those plays, QB design runs
but
for him.
Daboll's not there anymore.
No, but I wonder if like he's still kind of running like that. Where
Well, I
it's
mean,
like,
you've trained it. That's been his survival tactic. Even in that play, you just bail and go out of bounds. Don't take the extra yard. It's just not worth it. You're a starting quarterback in New York City, and they're going to need for you to be there. Quick recap: NBA Pistons 99, Atlanta 98. The Cavaliers knock off the Pacers 135-119, 43 for Donovan Mitchell. Spider doing his thing. The Wizards on a roll. They've won 2 in a row. 2 in a row. They improved to 3-16. They knock off the Bucks.
3-16?
They're 3-16. They've won.
Now Wizards.
They were 1-16, and now they're 3-16. CJ McCollum with 28 and hit the big dagger 3 down the stretch. The Brooklyn Nets knock off the Hornets 116-103, 35 for Michael Porter Jr. Shout out to Bryce McGowan's his career high last night against the Lakers with 23 and 7 boards in a loss. But he got the start due to injury, and he actually played well. Kawhi with 36, Bam with 27 and 14 as the Heat knock off the Clippers 140-123. Your Bulls couldn't get it done in Orlando.
They have been
125-120.
stinking it up lately.
Yeah, 9-11. The Magic are 13-8, and Desmond Bane is starting to grow. So that's a thing that you kind of have to pay attention to. The Mavericks knock off the Nuggets. Joker with a 20-20 triple double. Anthony Davis with 32 and 13 for the Mavs. They say Cooper Flag is finding his way. The Utah Jazz with a big win tonight over the Houston Rockets. Rockets with their 5th loss of the season. This was in Salt Lake City. Keontae George with 28. Well done. Didn't expect that at all. And then the Suns get their 13th win, 125-108 over the Lakers. Luka with 38 and 11. Dylan Brooks with 33. Didn't have that in the pool. Did not have that in the pool.
All right, Brooks.
Yeah. So, it's a thing. We get the Cowboys and Lions this week on the ticket. It'll be interesting to pull that. We will also have the SEC championship game. Georgia and Alabama will have that. That'll be the early game, and then of course we'll have Indiana and Ohio State later. We'll have a post volleyball show both nights, assuming wins. And then we'll talk to Ridge Love and see if we can get a wrestling post game. There's no Huskers basketball until Sunday against Creighton, so lots to cover. Interesting day tomorrow. All the coaches show in the afternoon. We'll see you then.
Chant of Husker power to Allo Fiber, powering your home and Husker Nation. Allo is the teammate you can trust. Whether you're streaming at home with Allo Internet, watching on the go with DirecTV through Allo, or checking stats and scores